Hello and welcome back to Pokemon Ruby Randomizer Nuzlocke. In the previous video, we pushed our capture on to the next video, and that's because we were getting close to 80,000 money. That's a very important part because it allows us to save scum and scout out the Game Corners TMs, which will be very important because those are repeatable TMs. So we can feel free to use them even more than standard TMs. But I tried to salvage around as much items as I can. Couldn't get us to 80,000, so we'll have to push that off for now. So in this video, we're gonna start off with a capture, bigger green up front, and we'll see what we get. It's a Butterfree. We already have one. We can switch to something else. I think that's fair, right? That's fair. Butter cost. And next we have a Zubat. Well, what do we do here? Fire Punch is on stat, so it'll probably kill it. Arrow Blast is a strong move. Double Edge is a strong move. So I guess Spore and Switch, although I don't know what's good against it. Zubat is Flying Poison, so I should Quad Resist our Grass move, which means probably Husky StarCraft. That might be the best one. Because Husky StarCraft's Leaf Blade does not... No wait, Leaf Blade has high crit, which means crit... No, crit ignores... Crit ignores buffs and debuffs, but it does not ignore resistances. So Husky StarCraft's non-stab grass move is probably the best. Oh, it's got Sturdy, that's nice. Although it'll probably evolve out of it. Sturdy also doesn't... actually, you know what? Sturdy in this game does not prevent dying to one hit. It only prevents dying to one-hit KO moves, so it's not a free safe. And that didn't actually do a lot of damage, but I feel like based on our capture rates, we should be good now. So maybe we should even switch back. No, it's still asleep. It's still asleep so we can toss balls. And we got ourselves a Zubat. What are we gonna call you? You know what you remind me of, since you're filled... Caves are filled with these things. That's what this thing reminds me of. Buy repels, which I'm going to do right after this. Right after I get out of this desert, because we spend a lot of repels, surprisingly, in this desert to avoid this. So I guess that works out. Now the next thing I want to do is, this is something that I'm worried about. I want to take on the Trick House next. You can see our levels back there on that screen. 27 across the board on our major attackers, and I feel like that's an issue because I think Norman's slacking goes up to level either 32 or 33, something like that. I don't think it's too high because I don't think the Fortree gym goes above 35. So I don't actually know how the scaling works. But I'm going to bet, based on what we saw over there, a level 28 Ninetales, that we're going to be running into level 32s and 33s with Norman. Which means my team has to be around the 30-31 to, you know, be effective. Which means there's still quite a bit of grinding to do, especially since Kaioken is also short on levels now. So I think this is actually going to be a bit of grinding on grass, or actually in the desert. But yeah, first of all, what we want to do is Trick House. Now, what did we put up front? Who has Skydy 5000 up front? I guess he's a good start since he has super effective coverage. Like, yeah, his stats are not that great. Actually, what is his stats like? Let's take a look. 57 special attack, 60 regular attack on Husky StarCraft. So I guess he's not that bad. I wonder why. I think he's bad. Probably because Earthquake has base 100 power, and Skydie 5000 move cap around 75, 85-ish. Okay, he's done doing the next trick house, so we can get around a training in. Hey, we forgot to buy repels. Shit. Well, whatever. Well, this is the Rock Smash one. I'll go ahead and get to it. But yeah, this is going to be quite a bit of grinding, which I feel like the design is sort of skewed, because between Lava Ridge and now, you don't get a lot of EXP. But after this one, and all the way to Fortree, you get tons of EXP. You get the surfing routes, you get the Fortree routes, you can even go past Fortree. It's just a lot of, I don't know, I feel like it's just very imbalanced amount of training and forcing you into grass if you don't manage your levels carefully. And also that's weird, it's Luster Purge, which is a relatively strong move, and it only did half damage even though we're 3 levels over. So I think a lot of what comes out of me thinking Skydie 5000 is weak is due to Luster Purge, and I think that might be because I have high expectations of Luster Purge, but either way, it's just not performing. Maybe I'm used to Psychic, and this thing is weaker than Psychic. It's base 70, right? Yeah, it's base 70 on non-stab, so I think I'm just used to Psychic kicking ass. Now what I like to know is if these switches are actually... No, if these rocks actually get Pokemon. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop as many of these rocks as possible and see if I can get a capture in here. I mean, I doubt it, but... If I press this switch, I'll get the scroll. And after I get the scroll, I can get this item. It's a max revive, which I guess sells for some money, but we can't use it because, you know, Nuzlocke and all. Next up is another trainer battle. Last time we got a Vileplume, which is Final Form Evolution. So I think it gave a lot of EXP. At least I saw a big chunk of EXP on the EXP bar for Skydie 5000. But now this is going to be a disappointment. Level 23, why not? Because, you know, why not? Let's go ahead with a return first. I also changed out my switch items, or my held items. And that's because, that's not good. Although why not has shitty stats, so whatever. Let's go ahead with Needle Arm. I equipped Skydie 5000 and Husky StarCraft with a Focus Band, since we already have 2. And the reason I did that is because the Slacking, or Kaioken, even though he is lower level, he's very tanky. I feel like the base game balanced him around the Slacking ability, even though there's not too much balancing going on in this game. He's balanced to tank some hits on those Slacking moves. So he's got high attack, he's got high defense, he's got high HP. So that means he's going to be dying the least out of everything. And since sort of in the near future, we'll be using Skydie 5000, Husky StarCraft, and Kaioken, I feel like the most likely to die are these 2. That's why I put the Focus Band on those 2, to sort of help mitigate that dying chance. And we'll see if that works out. Did I get myself stuck in here? No I didn't. I just didn't see this rock. I think this is also the last rock in here, right? Yeah, it probably is. So we fought you. Did we fight you? I think you're the first one we fought. Okay, so now I have to fight you next. And that kind of wraps up the training, which is not fun. So first of all, you have a Grimer, which I guess we can hit with Luster Purge, but I feel like Grimers are very defensive, so I don't expect much out of this. Oh, wow. I guess it's physically defensive. There we go, level 28. Next up is a War Turtle. We'll stay in, because we have grass moves. We also have Thunder Punch. Wow, we have a lot of things to deal with this. Unfortunately, all of our anti-water is stuck on one Pokemon. So if he's low, then we're kind of out of options. Now, Weeping Bell is the grass type. We don't have our grass counter because our grass counter is too low of a level. So I guess the next thing to switch in is Kaioken? Kaioken. Because everything will be standard effective, so might as well get the best attacker we have. Kaioken is still outclassing everyone else by quite a bit. Like, in terms of stats, he's very high. Okay, 700 EXP, very nice. He's very close to level 26. Maybe we can get that. But yeah, if you take a look at his stats, his attack stat right now is 93 compared to 73 special attack on Bigger Green, lower level though, 60 attack on Husky Starcraft, and 59 special attack on Skydie 5000. So I guess in that sense, even Bigger Green is usable. I mean, speed is 65, 51, and 41, so Bigger Green might actually do some tanking. As special defense works, I guess, Bigger Green's not as unusable as I thought. Weird. Okay, so did we clean up all the items? That's what I'd like to know. Although I don't think items are that big of a deal, right? Because the items here are pretty mediocre. Like, we don't even have anything to look forward to. We already have 2 Master Balls, so that's pretty much guarantees we'll get past things that we need Master Balls for. Which essentially is one thing, because I don't want to fight a level 45 Legendary. So I guess I have no items to look forward to either. And he gives us a hard stone, which I feel like we have a million of already. Okay, so he got the hell out of here. Now I think with that, the setup is complete. We don't really have anything else to train on. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit level 30 across my team with probably one level 31, which surprisingly it might be Kaioken, depending on how much I feel like grinding. But this is going to be quite the long grinding session, and it's gonna be done at the desert because the desert is level 20 average encounters, whereas everything else is sort of 15. Yes, Jagged Pass has that Grumpig, so it could potentially give more, but I feel like the desert, just being a higher level zone, probably gives out more EXP. Now, in the base game, it probably... Actually, it's guaranteed to give higher EXP because, you know, evolution forms are pretty spread out evenly across all of that. And now that we're... No, this Smart doesn't even sell repels. That's the cheap one. Had to go run over to the other town to get repels. Anyways, I'll do the grinding and I'll cut out to anything important, like if we lost a member during grinding, which is unfortunate, or if we learn a new move. Oh shit, are you serious? This thing has... We have to kill this thing in 3 turns. Wow. So it resists Thunder. It resists everything. Needle Armor is... Honestly, Return is probably the best, because everything else is not effective. So I guess we'll just have to beat this down quick. Okay, we can do it, we can do it. Don't disable. Well, we'll get 2 turns. Oh, this will be very close. This will be very close. It knows Paris Song. Thunder Punch or Needle Arm. This thing has stab. We'll use the stab move. Okay, we got rid of that. Good. Good. We got rid of it. Not even a level 2. The jerk. It's trying to learn Rage. Oh, I'm pretty pissed off of all that Parasol Shadow Tag mean look Cacturn. Raises the user's attack every time it is hit. Base 20 power. I think because of how many good moves we have on him, we'll give that a pass. Oh, that was annoying. I think that was about 40 minutes of grinding. These are my final levels, level 30 across the board and 29 on Kaioken. It is worth mentioning that we have, if we take a look at summary over here, 30,000 EXP on a level 29 Kaioken, which is one tick above the EXP rate of Husky StarCraft and SkyD 5000. So we're already lagging behind by 3,000 EXP without a level. And the next level is 3,000, so at around level 30 is when the EXP curves, they differ by about 6,000 EXP, which is actually quite a lot of grinding. So that's why I kept him at level 29, and also because with his stats, I feel like he can handle himself. Like, attack already broke 100, it's 108. If you take a look at these guys, they're still, this is close to 70 on attack. You're 73 special attack, so actually Bigger Green will turn out to be a great Pokemon. And this is 63 special attack, so yeah, next time we'll do something useful.